The United Nations is gathering in New York this week with a special emphasis on climate. That's also our focus in an NBC News special series, The Climate Challenge. Tonight, let's focus on the Inflation Reduction Act. Among many other things, it contains a number of incentives for consumers to go green. The legislation includes thousands of dollars in tax credits and rebates. They cover purchases like electric vehicles, solar panels, or energy-efficient upgrades to your homes. We put a poll on Twitter asking which of these options you would most likely take advantage of. A few dozen users responded, so it is so not a scientific poll, but just over half of users chose tax credits for electric vehicles as their preference. About a third said they would upgrade appliances around the house, and 14% picked solar panels. So who qualifies for these incentives, and how much do they cover? Let's discuss that with Ibrahim AlHusseini, the founder and managing partner of Full Cycle. It's an investment firm that helps develop climate-critical infrastructure technology. Mr. AlHusseini, welcome. Good to have you with us.
Thank you, Joshua. It's good to be here.
Let me start with electric vehicles. There have been tax breaks for electric vehicles for a while, and the Inflation Reduction Act tweaks those somewhat. How much of a difference does this new law make?
It makes a big difference because it really thinks through where these are most needed. Like, they don't apply for $100,000 plus vehicles for wealthy people, and it does have an income cap as well. So they're going towards the people who need them the most in the decarbonization piece of the equation. So, for example, a brand new car, if the battery components and minerals are coming from the U.S. supply chain, qualify for $7,500 if it's a brand new car, and for the first time, there's $4,000 that of a tax credit that go to used cars, because a big percentage of Americans need to buy cars that are lower priced, and this way they can get access to used cars, which is very good for electric vehicles because they come with massive warranties. We're talking about 100,000 mile warranties, 8-year warranties. It's very advantageous to be able to pull that off.
And just to be clear, these are tax credits. These aren't Correct. Discounts. So you buy the car and then you can file that later and get that money back through your taxes, or how does that work?
It used to be like that. Now, once all of this is implemented, you'll be able to get it right at the dealership.
So it basically does work like a discount?
Correct.
Okay. All right. We did get a voicemail from a viewer in California, which has often led the way in electric vehicles, both making and purchasing. Here is what Mark left in our inbox. Listen.
My concern about electric cars is the power shortages that we have and outages, storms that knock out the power. We are going to have power to charge up these new cars.
Mark, thank you for that question. I wonder what you would say to him, particularly because we've been told with different kinds of cars over the years, like hybrid cars, that they kind of recharge themselves with the kinetic energy from braking. So how much does our changing power grid affect electric vehicles?
So a study just came out that says that our current grid can take up to a couple of 100 million electric cars plugging into it. Remember, electric vehicles charge at night. These are off-peak hours. The grid is not strained in the evening. And they're so smart, and they're designed to be so smart that if you and I owned an electric vehicle and we gave consent to our utility can actually tell them when to charge and when to stop charging. And in cases where the grid is really strained, and we give consent, we can actually use the batteries in our car to push electrons back into the grid and make sure it's resilient and doesn't break down.
So if the power grid is knocked out in, say, an outage, like, hurricane season, I'm from Florida, and I'm used to having been without power for weeks after Hurricane Wilma, what do you do with an electric vehicle when the grid goes down?
Well, I mean, if you've seen the commercials for, let's say, the F-150 Lightning, you could literally power your house using your car for 3 days.
We also have these tax credits for solar panels. Those have also changed. Have those changed in kind of the same ways as tax credits for vehicles, or are the changes different?
They're almost the same, as they were in the past. Right now, you can get up to $14,000 in tax credits for your heat pumps, for your solar panels, for your low energy appliances, which is fantastic. Like I said, $7,500 for new vehicles and $4,000 for used.
We also heard from a viewer named Amy in California who kind of is expressing something that I think a lot of people express when they look at how individual consumers can go green, or at least greener. Amy writes, if you follow what most climate scientists are now saying about how far gone we already are, This bill is basically 2 steps forward and possibly 1.5 steps back. We must see far more dramatic climate action and think about our overall levels of consumerism and demand for energy. Amy, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. What would you say to Amy?
I would say that I understand Amy's concern, and she is right in the sense that we are reaching ecological tipping points that are irreversible and more needs to be done. But if you look at this bill, this is a monumental step forward for us. I mean, it literally lowers our carbon emissions 41% below 2005 emissions, and this is just at the federal level. So there's still local and state levels that can participate to get us to reach our Paris Climate Accord agreements. And, you know, if you look at human history, when we're challenged, we always rise to the occasion. And if I was going to bet on, you know, whether we keep going down the road we're going or we're going to change the trajectory, I'll always bid on humanity.
So before I got to let you go, how much of this has to do with what we as consumers do as opposed to what world leaders are doing at the UN General Assembly this week? How much of this has to be done by world leaders?
I mean, a big piece of it has to be done by world leaders, because if you look at this bill, and thanks to the authors of the bill and the lawmakers that passed it, they've created an environment where the entire industry and the investment community is coming together to take advantage of these incentives so we can transition from a high carbon to a low carbon economy, and they made that possible. It just needs to happen in every nation now.
Ibrahim AlHusseini, founder and managing partner of Full Cycle. So much in this bill, and I appreciate you talking it through with us tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.